I moved to the small town about 6 months ago. It was a change I needed. Life in the city had become overwhelming, and I craved a slower pace. The house I found was charming, though a bit worn down. It had character, and honestly, that's what attracted me to it. The previous owner had left behind some old furniture, including this one particularly odd chair in the corner of the living room. It was a deep green, slightly faded, with intricate carvings along the legs. I shrugged it off, thinking it was just a quirky piece of the house's history. At first, everything felt fine. I spent my days unpacking boxes and getting to know my neighbors. They seemed pleasant enough, though a bit reserved. I made friends quickly, mostly with a couple of locals who frequented the diner down the road. They would tell me about the town's history and local legends, which was fascinating. But as the weeks went on, I started to notice something unusual. It wasn't anything overtly alarming, just small, unsettling details. For instance, that chair. I often caught myself glancing at it, feeling like it was watching me. I would be in the kitchen, listening to the radio, and I felt an urge to look over at it. Each time I would find it in the same position, but somehow, it felt like it had shifted slightly, almost as if it was suggesting someone had recently sat in it. Then, there were the noises. Sometimes, late at night, I would hear faint rustling sounds coming from the living room. Initially, I dismissed them as old pipes or the house settling. One night, after I had settled into bed, I distinctly heard what sounded like someone shifting in that chair. Faint creaks as if someone were adjusting their weight. I bolted upright, my heart racing. I told myself it was just my imagination running wild. As the days passed, my unease grew. I started waking up at odd hours, feeling as if I wasn't alone. I'd shuffle into the living room, only to find the chair empty. The air in the room felt heavier, pressing against me. I would sit down on the sofa, staring at that chair, waiting for something to happen, but nothing did. My friends told me I was overthinking things. Old houses creak, they said. You're just not used to being alone. But deep down, I felt something was off. I spent one evening at the diner, recounting my experience to a couple of the locals.